The Railway Series. Terry, the Forgotten Engine. Written and performed by Christopher Birtwistle. Terry, the Waterton Engine. A further week later, Terry steamed out of the works at Crovan's Gate in a smart grey livery with red stripes. Peter Sam was sat at the platform across from him. "Oh, hello. You look very smart." "Oh, thank you, little one. So do you," Terry said, beaming. "So I heard from the men you're going to be working on that new branch line. You'll be seeing more of me and the rest of the narrow gauge engines then." "Oh, sounds charming. It's a pleasure to meet you, Peter Sam. I'm Terry," he said after reading Peter Sam's nameplate. "Oh, thank you very much. What's that in your side tank?" the little engine asked curiously, looking at some words and letters which were printed to his side. This? Well, it's my old number. Sir Topham said it'd be nice to help me remember my past, with the North Western Railway logo next to it." "Oh, you're now officially part of the railway?" "Yes, I think so." Terry paused for a moment and smiled. "Can't stay and chat all day, though. Goodbye, Peter Sam. See you soon, I hope," he called as he puffed off. It didn't take long to reach Great Waterton. The whole branch line, now complete, ran from Crovan's Gate to Great Waterton with a few stops at some farms in between, and the whole journey took 2 hours. It was a nice run. As Terry whistled in past the new and shining Great Waterton sign, he gasped. The town had never looked so great. The old buildings that could be saved had been done up and brought up to modern standards, while the new buildings were built to match the style from the outside. He saw some families already moving in, and he remembered his first day when he arrived all those years ago. There was a nice big yard there too, and a junction which read, "To the Quarry," and most importantly was a nice new station building with the Fat Controller still on the platform. "Oh, sir, it looks better than it ever has." "Yes, I think it does. People are moving in and it should keep you busy. We're also building a new quarry out past there, so I hope you'd like to run it too." "Oh yes, sir," Terry said excitedly. He felt like a young engine again. The opening day went without a hitch as Terry picked up some passengers from Crovan's Gate and, once he got to Great Waterton, did some small shunting displays in the yard. Much to his surprise, as well as families, there were many railway people came with cameras. "They have come because they don't believe you exist. They want to see you for themselves," his driver told him as they stopped by the water tower. "Oh, what cheek," Terry huffed, but his driver laughed. No, you're an odd class of engine, and not many of you are around today. You also look a little like the famous J50s who were all scrapped." That made Terry feel better, but he did feel a little shy around the cameras. The next day, the driver came to the shed holding an odd, grey thing under his arm. "Look at this," he said proudly as he opened it up. There was a page with a picture of him and Terry with the words, "The closest thing to a J50 works on Sodor." Terry blushed. It's awfully nice of them to show an interest in me, but the driver understood. "But it would be nice to be enjoyed for who you are and not for what you're not." Terry agreed. "Never mind, old boy. If it makes you feel better, I heard the Fat Controller has a surprise for you tonight, though." That piqued Terry's interest. Terry worked hard all day to take his mind off the papers, but it was difficult, as he had to stop a few times to let people take pictures. He just wished he had something to remember his past by. As he shunted the coaches away, he saw the Fat Controller still on the platform and called him over. "I heard all this press has gotten you a little down, Terry." Yes, sir. Please, sir, you've done so much already, sir. It's nothing, sir," he said, trying to sound his best to be cheerful. "Yes, I have done a lot, but some engines deserve a lot, and that's why I spent some time away and tracked down someone you may like to see." Terry was puzzled and looked past him in frozen shock. "Hello, Terry. Remember me?" said a frail old man with a walking stick. "Driver," he said, delighted. The man was so much different looking from all those years ago, but Terry knew it was him. The Fat Controller slipped away as the two spoke for hours into the evening, like no time had passed since they last met. "Oh, I'm so pleased to see you again, driver. I thought you'd forgotten about me." "Forget about you? How could I forget such a wonderful engine? I wanted to save you, Terry. I really did. But your manager passed away not long after we sent you away. He was the wealthiest of us all, so without him the rest of us hadn't the money to hold good to our promises, to find you a place to stay." He paused and looked up at the stars. "And well, over time the rest of us grew old. The others are up there now. But they never forgot you, Terry. As soon as I saw your picture in the paper this morning, I called Sir Topham Hatt and he flew me out here to see you. I doubt I have many years left. It's good to see you again," he said softly. "And you too. I returned to Scotland in the morning. Sir Topham told me you've become a hero now." He chuckled softly. "You keep at it and do us so proud with that name we gave you, Terry." "Oh, I promise." And that's just what Terry did.